America was once known for its world-class infrastructure. Roads that stretched coast to coast. Power grids that lit up entire cities. Bridges that defined skylines. But that legacy? It's cracking, literally. Today, we're counting down the top 10 states with the worst infrastructure in America. From roads that rattle your teeth to bridges that are one storm away from collapse, these states are struggling to maintain the basics. If you think your daily commute is bad, wait until you see number 1. Let's dive in. Kicking off our list is Michigan, a state that has become synonymous with crumbling roads. Detroit drivers know the pain: axle-breaking potholes, uneven surfaces, and roads that feel like obstacle courses. In fact, 45% of Michigan's roads are rated in poor condition. But it's not just roads. Michigan made headlines with the Flint water crisis, exposing aging water infrastructure and a lack of state accountability. With cold winters accelerating road decay and limited funding for repairs, Michigan's infrastructure problems are both visible and dangerous. West Virginia might be known for its scenic mountains, but beneath the beauty lies a failing foundation. The state ranks near the bottom for bridge safety, with over 21% of bridges structurally deficient. Many rural roads are unpaved or barely maintained, and in some areas, modern broadband is still a luxury. The lack of investment has made it harder for rural communities to thrive. In West Virginia, the infrastructure gap isn't just inconvenient, it's isolating entire towns. In Mississippi, infrastructure isn't just underfunded, it's in a state of emergency. Over 900 bridges are deemed unsafe, and many communities still experience regular boil water notices due to outdated water systems. Heavy rains and hurricanes frequently overwhelm drainage systems, causing dangerous flash flooding. In 2022, Jackson's water system collapse left thousands without clean drinking water, a grim reminder of what happens when infrastructure is ignored for decades. Louisiana is literally sinking, and its infrastructure can't keep up. Prone to hurricanes and coastal erosion, the state's roads, levees, and drainage systems are constantly under siege. New Orleans, still haunted by Hurricane Katrina, struggles with flooding after even moderate rain. Roads buckle, levees strain, and residents brace for the next big one. With over 62% of roads in poor or mediocre condition, Louisiana is paying the price for decades of underinvestment and environmental neglect. From the towering skyline of Manhattan to the forgotten towns of upstate, New York has an infrastructure problem that spans the spectrum. In NYC, the subway system is aging rapidly. Constant delays, flooding stations, and ancient signaling equipment cause daily chaos for millions. Upstate, rural highways and bridges are falling apart, with many not meeting modern safety codes. Despite being one of the richest states, New York has struggled to balance its aging infrastructure with the demands of a growing population. Alaska's sheer size and climate make maintaining infrastructure a logistical nightmare. Many communities can only be reached by air or boat. Roads are often covered in snow and ice for much of the year, and permafrost melts are causing serious damage to foundations and roadways. Add to that a limited construction season and harsh terrain, and you've got a state where modern infrastructure is a constant uphill battle. When it comes to bridges, Pennsylvania is in deep trouble. The state has over 3,300 structurally deficient bridges, more than any other state in the nation. The aging steel, concrete decay, and lack of regular maintenance have turned these critical connectors into liabilities. Even the roads around major cities like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are showing signs of neglect, with potholes and congestion choking daily life. California is a state of extremes, including its infrastructure challenges. Traffic is nightmarish, especially in LA and the Bay Area. Wildfires have scorched critical power lines and strained the grid. Aging aqueducts and water systems struggle to serve millions. And when natural disasters strike, wildfires, earthquakes, mudslides, the fragility of California's infrastructure is laid bare. Despite its wealth, California's size and complexity make updating its infrastructure a massive challenge. Hawaii's natural beauty hides a decaying system underneath. Being thousands of miles from the mainland means shipping materials is expensive and slow. Repairs often take months. Roads are eroding. Wastewater systems are outdated. Ports and airports lack modernization. And with climate change intensifying, hurricanes and sea level rise, Hawaii's already fragile infrastructure is under constant threat. Taking the top spot is Illinois, where aging infrastructure meets chronic mismanagement. Nearly 2,400 bridges are structurally deficient. Roads in Chicago are riddled with potholes and long-term disrepair. The Chicago Transit Authority faces constant delays, outdated railcars, and funding shortfalls. Meanwhile, smaller towns suffer from outdated water systems, decaying schools, and unreliable internet. For a state with one of the nation's largest economies, Illinois is dangerously behind. Fixing America's infrastructure isn't just about concrete and steel, it's about safety, equity, and the future. These 10 states are sounding the alarm. Will leaders rise to the challenge? Or will more bridges collapse, more roads crumble, and more lives be disrupted? The choice is ours. Comment below. Which state do you think has the worst infrastructure? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into the state of America.